You can eat well all day, watch your portions, and still make losing belly fat harder every single night. And the problem may not be dinner itself. It may be what happens during the final few hours before you go to sleep. A huge late meal, mindless snacks in front of the TV, sugary drinks, hours on the couch, and too little sleep can quietly make weight management more difficult. None of these habits creates belly fat overnight, but when they happen night after night, the calories, hunger, poor sleep, and lack of movement can start adding up. Today, we are looking at 5 evening habits worth changing, and the last one can affect what you eat the entire next day. Let's start with what is probably happening in millions of American homes tonight. You get home late, you are exhausted, and dinner becomes the biggest meal of the day. Maybe you skipped lunch. Maybe you barely ate all afternoon. By 8 or 9 at night, you are starving. So instead of eating until you are comfortably satisfied, you eat quickly and keep going. The important thing to understand is that eating at night is not automatically bad. Your body does not suddenly turn every calorie into fat after a certain hour. But eating a very large meal close to bedtime can make it much easier to consume more calories than you actually need. Research on meal timing also suggests that consistently eating very late may influence hunger and metabolism, although the evidence is still developing. A better strategy is simple. Try not to arrive at dinner completely starving. Eat balanced meals earlier in the day, including protein and fiber, and make dinner satisfying without turning it into an eating marathon. Then give yourself some time before going to bed. But dinner may not even be where most of the extra calories are coming from. For many people, the real problem starts when they sit on the couch. The television goes on, then the chips come out. Maybe it is popcorn, cookies, crackers, ice cream, or just a few handfuls of something from the kitchen. You are not necessarily hungry. You are simply eating because food has become part of the evening routine. And when your attention is on a movie, a game, or a television show, it becomes surprisingly easy to lose track of how much you have eaten. Recent research suggests that eating while distracted, particularly during passive activities such as watching television, may contribute to greater food intake in some situations. Try one simple rule. If you genuinely want a snack, put one portion into a bowl. Do not sit down with the entire bag or container, and before eating, ask yourself one question. Am I actually hungry, or am I just bored? That small pause can completely change the evening. Now let's talk about something people often forget to count: what you drink. A sweetened iced tea, regular soda, energy drink, flavored coffee, or another sugary beverage may disappear in a few minutes, but the calories still count. Sugary drinks are one of the major sources of added sugar in the American diet, and frequent consumption is associated with weight gain and other health problems. And evening drinks can be especially easy to overlook because many people think only about the food on their plate. Try making water your default drink in the evening. If plain water feels boring, add lemon, lime, cucumber, or berries. Unsweetened sparkling water or tea can also give you something enjoyable to drink without turning your evening into another source of added sugar. The next habit has nothing to do with food. You finish dinner and immediately collapse onto the couch for the next 3 hours. After a long day, that is understandable. But your body still benefits from movement even when you are not doing a formal workout. You do not need to go running at 9 o'clock at night. Try taking a short walk after dinner. Walk around your neighborhood, take the dog outside, or simply move around your home instead of immediately sitting down for the rest of the evening. The goal is not to burn off your dinner. That is the wrong way to think about exercise. The goal is to make movement a normal part of your day instead of spending almost every evening completely sedentary. Current U.S. physical activity guidance emphasizes moving more and sitting less, and even small increases in activity can provide health benefits. And now we reach the habit that may make all the others harder to control: not getting enough sleep. You stay up watching one more episode, then you check your phone. Then suddenly it is midnight, 1 o'clock, or even later. The next morning you wake up exhausted, and when you are tired, everything becomes harder. Cooking feels harder, exercising feels harder, making thoughtful food choices feels harder. You may find yourself reaching for sweet coffee, convenience food, and snacks just to make it through the day. Poor sleep is also linked with unhealthy weight gain and can affect systems involved in hunger and metabolic health. Most adults are generally advised to get around 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night. So instead of trying another extreme diet, look at what happens during the final 2 hours of your day. Are you eating your largest meal because you barely ate earlier? Are you snacking because you are hungry or because the television is on? Are you drinking calories without thinking about them? Do you spend the entire evening sitting, and are you consistently sacrificing sleep? You do not need to fix all 5 habits tonight. Pick one. Make dinner a little more balanced. Portion your evening snack. Replace one sugary drink with water. Take a short walk after dinner, or go to bed 30 minutes earlier. Belly fat is not controlled by one magical food, one exercise, or one perfect evening. It is influenced by the pattern you repeat over time. And sometimes, changing what happens at night makes the rest of your day much easier. If you found this video helpful, subscribe to Terry Health for more practical ways to stay healthy, active, and feeling your best.